Woo! Hi, everybody.
What is that?
Last time, you guys went to, you were in Subnautica. You did that one favor for King Elliot, and you fought a definitely not a baby shark. And my video froze. I don't know why.
Uh-oh. You look good on our end.
Okay. You guys encountered the Decopods, a group of shadow Henshin, and then defeated them or scared them away.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's oops.
And that's when Kevin just appears, and he's just like, you've been hacked.
Yeah.
Kevin! Stop playing Star Wars, god damn it!
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys defeated the Decopods, and then moved teleported back to Neo-Radami, where.
Sorry to interrupt, but is the dog chewing on something?
No, I don't know what that sound is.
It sounds like somebody's like dropping dice like really far up.
I was thinking it sounded like a dish, like a washing machine.
It's probably
I don't hear
Sorry.
it now. But either way, sound is gone. You guys returned to Neo-Radami and decided to finally go and take a trip to Ranger Command and the Looper Call to try and figure out what the heck was going on with Sammi. I'm sorry, this is really awkward because I can't see any of you. You guys can still hear and see me, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. My video has been frozen for like a solid minute and a half.
Yeah. You're frozen on our end.
Cool.
We should all just be in like really silly positions, so the next time it freezes, just have silly positions.
So, you guys went to Ranger Command where you met an individual named Rhymn, who showed you around and tried to explain some of what's going on with Sammi. Explained that she's sort of sharing space with another Henshin known as the Lunar Knight, and that while it is very strange and uncomfortable, Sammi should be safe. And my dog's an asshole.
Yeah, Reese.
And I can't mute myself because my thing is completely frozen. Yeah.
By the powers. No, okay, I'm good. I could mute you right now. But
When we left off, you guys had just finished speaking with Commander Nocturne, who told Sammi as much as he could, as much as he was allowed to, considering that she does not have security clearance. And you guys had just left his office and were going to maybe go get some food. Rhym's sort of like standing outside the office on his phone, as I believe last we left off, Bark had just gotten swarmed by a shit ton of people asking for autographs.
Sounds about right.
Sound right, yeah.
Well, after the montage of escaping the mob, where you got some like crazy chase music and all that. I was thinking Teen Titans with that British guy chase scene or whatever, that kind of music. But
Yes.
wow, boy, am I stopped after all that running. I could really go for a triple steakinator right now.
You guys do remember that there are a ton of restaurants in what's called the triplex, one of the towers of the command center here. Or you could go elsewhere.
I'd really like to get a steakinator over at Terry's.
Okay.
As you guys are sort of slipping further, heading down the sort of walkway to where the restaurants are, We will say Simon and Daiyo, you guys have the highest passive perception. You guys both notice it looks like Rhymn has also managed to find you guys and is heading towards you guys again.
Oh. Hi, B. He wants my autograph.
I believe you already gave him one.
He wants another.
Hey, Sammi, yeah?
Yeah.
I had, I know it won't mean anything to you, but it should mean something to her at least. I had something to give you for next time you see the Lunar Night. And he digs into his pocket and he pulls out a strip, maybe about like 6 inches long or so, of cloth. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And the cloth is almost like a inch or so wide, just strip, and it is red plaid. He says just maybe like wear it on your wrist or something. Somewhere you should be able to see it. It would probably mean a lot to her.
She'll take it and she'll be like, all right.
He's like, yeah, I know it's weird. It doesn't make any sense, but I figure she could use some communication from the rest of the world.
Okay. I'll give it to her. I'm not sure how this works.
He's like, well, I imagine she sees whatever you see when you look down. So wherever you would see something.
Right. Okay. Right. Right.
You wear it as a headband.
Well, I can't see that, silly. Yeah, I'll, yes, okay. And she'll, like, put it in, like, you tie it around her, like, bag, messenger bag.
Okay. And I will say you guys probably will be heading to the restaurant at this point. I'm going to drop out of the call and call back because I am completely frozen and I can't see shit.
Okay.
GG.
We'll miss you.
GG overlay. GG.
Yeah.
F in the chat.
It literally went to white screen of nothing.
Uh-oh.
Does this sound any better?
I can hear you guys. I just can't see anything. And my Zoom cloud, the Zoom thing says it's not responding.
I just meant in terms of like the echo that was on my line.
Yes.
Yes, you sound fine now.
Okay.
Wow, anyone else notice like a giant in common, like inverted white text that says pause? Weird.
Bark, what are you talking about?
Do y'all hear music or am I still on those mushrooms?
Oh, Simon, are you feeling any better?
I feel grand.
You were quite out of it for like the past like week or the past couple hours or so.
Oh no, there's two
Wow. You're still in the call.
I'm seeing double as
no.
Gridmaster.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Okay.
I have no idea what the hell happened.
Oh,
That was really funny.
Lluis, you're the Gridmaster. What's going on?
We all level up 3 levels.
Oh, yay! Hey, time for an intermission. Go ahead, continue.
So, I believe you guys were going to get a steak and order.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I could just do with some steak.
Yeah,
I
bet you have the munchies.
I don't eat meat.
I believe they do also have the Veginator on their menu.
Well, that sounds delightful.
I'm sorry. I just remembered this terrible article I saw today that somewhere along in terrible scientists are making veggie burgers that can bleed.
The bleeding burger.
Why?
Yes, like somebody's actually seen that. Okay, that wasn't a fever dream. I
Yeah,
don't know why. The answer is science. The question is never why.
Did they not see Jurassic Park? Like, just because you can, maybe you shouldn't.
What is this?
There-
the
There
Izzle
are
League?
some people.
No,
There are some people who just really find the lack of juice in a burger or a steak disconcerting. And if you want to sell them on your vegetable substitute product, you have to make it as real as possible. And this includes bleeding. Well, it's not really blood. It's just water carrying protein to it, whatever.
it's just making it like juicier, so it tastes closer to what meat is, and like have the same texture, so people will eat less, meat.
Okay, if it's actually that, then that works.
Yeah, it's just called the bleeding burger because that's like what it like
So,
comes
because
with.
they wanted to be extra. Okay.
This still
Yeah.
sounds totally like something that
I
the
watched too many
scientists,
cooking videos.
the goblin scientists of the Izzle League would do. Magic together.
The goblin scientists visibly wouldn't start with vegetarian anything in the first place.
Well, their whole thing is we try it because we can. So
Yeah,
they would totally do that. What would happen if I mix this explosive with that explosive? What kind of explosive would it be?
So they're basically the aperture science of the goblin world.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, they are.
Their
They
leader's
are
a
the
dragon.
aperture science of Ravnica.
Their leader's a super dragon that's like CR30 or something.
I mean, in fairness, Ravnica is kind of the aperture science of Ravnica.
True.
Also true.
Anyway, back in Retroverse.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah, I could use some food. Yes.
Motherfucker.
What's
I
Crypto
think the
saying?
only thing I've had today was salsa at
Oh, I think we're getting close to Terry's.
2 in the morning
It was just letting you know
and
that
like some cookies.
he smelt it. He smelled food.
He's just super
barking
excited.
cereal burgers that he can't eat because he's not a real boy.
Aw.
So you guys make your way to what was it called again? The Steakinator?
No, Terry's.
Terry's.
Home with the
Oh,
steak in it.
Terry's.
I was like, what's a Wendy's substitute ripoff?
Oh, I
Terry's.
thought you were doing like a barbecue joint or something for him.
Oh,
A big
Yeah,
meat
that
palace.
was a good classy like BBQ joint.
not sponsored by Wendy's, of course, but I was thinking, what would be like a spoof I could do for Baconator? Steakinator, something equally over the top and red meat as hell.
So,
It's like a sandwich with 2 steaks instead of buns.
Yeah,
oh
it's
guys,
the-
no,
it's
have
the
you ever
exact same
seen like
without bacon.
Brazilian steakhouse? The way they do, like at a Brazilian steakhouse, where they come to your table with a cart and like big skewers full, like it's like a fucking sword.
Yes.
Cool. Have you seen these? This is the
Yeah.
kind of thing Bark wants right now.
Okay,
I promise.
we'll say it's that because Bark's Mr. Rich Taste, so it's probably somewhere like really nice, like they cook in front of you kind of place.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Sammy, can you?
It's run by a Lunari named Terry. That's the name Terry's.
Oh,
There's like a
wonderful.
the floor is that like white checkered tile, and there's like bread seed booths and everything, and you get seated. You do see the Wunari cook in the back, but a dwarf comes up. Can I take your order?
Food, please.
Just sort of like looking at Bark, like wondering if it's really you, but not saying anything.
I tip my hat, but I do the skeleton thing where I just use my head.
He seems delighted by it. So can I get you guys anything?
All right,
Anyone?
I just posted in the Discord just so you have an idea of what it looks like in an actual Brazilian steakhouse.
Ooh, I can't wait to look at that later. But yes, we'd like to get
You put it
5
in-
Steakinators and a Veginator.
Do you have alcohol?
Oh, and a big pint of a Beernator.
We
I'm like, how many naters can I have?
Terry go into business with Dr. Doofenshmirtz? What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, no, can we get a pint of the Broken Moon? That's a really good drink.
Oh,
A
Yeah,
Fractured
sure,
Moon. Fractured Moon, that's what it was.
just one or one for everyone or
I mean, 2 for everyone, right?
2 for everyone.
Glass of
In this
water.
group specifically, not the whole restaurant. I can't afford that.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Getting an early start.
I'll take a flat tire.
Okay.
I'll have anything that's really sweet and made of fruit and will get me real messed up.
Okay. All right. We could probably make that happen. Okay.
You
Two.
still have the pink dragon because that's fruity and will get you messed up.
Yeah. Sure.
Water, please.
What is it? The
Apparently,
Steve-
someone's got to be the designated
Oh.
driver around
it's
here.
it's got no. It's the Steven magnet.
Jeez.
Oh God.
It's a fruity dragon.
Yes, good.
Got like a big pink marshmallow dragon on like a sword skewer in the tip or something.
Oh, oh no, you need to see Steven magnet.
I was imagining it made out of like fruit and like with this like pink and yellow cocktail creation.
Oh, yeah, it looks just like Steven Magnet.
Retroverse like based like cocktail drinks. Yes.
I just looked up Steven Magnet. Yeah, it looks just like Steven Magnet.
Yeah. So, at this point, Sammi, Bork is curled up underneath your chair with his sort of little head resting on your foot. You guys wait for a short while. The restaurant it's not super packed. It's probably around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. At this point, there are plenty of people coming in. You do see what look like are probably a couple of Henshin. Some are like obvious. They're wearing the mask and full everything. Others are like, okay, it could just be a robot dog, but it's probably a Zord. But there are families, there are groups of like teenagers that are hanging out. There are all sorts here.
Are there teenagers with attitude?
There are teenagers with attitude, yes.
It's too many, if you ask me.
Well, we're really close to the Henshin Mention convention, right?
God, no! Don't start! I will murder!
Wrong game, Scotty.
Oh, right. Sorry, I have a short retention.
Wow.
Do
Hmm.
you have a list? Is there a list?
And Barkley like dislocates his jaw so he can eat the whole thing. Baconator or whatever.
Perhaps best if we don't mention.
So how do you think we could get the Lunar Night out?
Is that really something we should be trying to provoke?
I don't know. Apparently the Lunar Night needs to see something.
Maybe
Is
it's
it
when she like.
necessary?
Maybe it's like when she passes out or something.
Well, maybe if she gets drunk enough, we'll see her.
Do you sometimes like wake up in different clothes? Maybe you sleepwalk.
I mean, last time she was pierced by a spider demon thingy.
I don't think we need to get her to die, or at least I hope it doesn't.
Crypto leans under the table and kind of looks at, what was it?
You say something about die, and you just see the little spectral dog mouth poke through the table. Please don't do that!
What?
There's
Do
like
what?
a family at the table next to you with a kid who was eating like a burger, and his bite of burger just falls out of his mouth as he stares at the spectral pink dog mouth sticking out of the table.
Does she sleepwalk?
I don't think so. No.
It only happened a couple of times before this, and mostly because of panic attacks. I really don't want to have a panic attack, even though I'm like really close to it. So
Barkley
Maybe
scoots her.
alcohol's not the best thing to take in right now, then, honey.
You sure?
You say
Maybe it's
that-
the best thing to drink now.
You see that as like a bony hand appears on screen, scooting the drink closer to Sammi.
you see that it's already gone.
You see two bony hands, one switching out that drink for a new one.
Guys are enablers. God.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea, especially since we're a public restaurant, and also, you know, I don't know what she is or who she is, and she could possibly be evil or whatever, and you know, I'm having an existential crisis. It's fine. It's fine.
Bork just sort of like he went from nose through the table to just sort of jumps up on top of your lap and is sitting like a normal dog but spectral. I don't think she's evil. I feel like the Commander Doctrine would have said if she was evil, right?
I mean, he didn't seem overly concerned.
I mean, who knows? I mean, everything she is confidential, apparently. I don't even know what that means. Why?
You should go where she is and kill her for stealing your body.
Okay, that's not.
Bork is just like.
Sure, there's a more less violent way of getting information. But
I guess.
Isn't there a way you'd be able to switch your conscience to something else? I believe wizards do that with familiars, right? So what if your conscience is in the familiar? Then would Lunar Knight come out in your body? Everyone's actually seriously pondering that. It's nice.
maybe like
she's kind of like.
And I mean, like Barkley has like like a tall one, and it's like amber ale, but he's got like a silly straw.
maybe with like hypnotism or something. If that even works on people, might come out. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I think you have to be willing to be put under.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is all really new to me. It's only been about a couple months since this has been going on. And it only happened like 3 other times.
Wait, it's happened. Wait, what?
Yeah, it happened before. I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened, well, it happened a couple times when I was at home and fighting crime and then she came out and yeah.
What did she do?
I don't know. I blacked out.
You said you were
I'm
fighting.
only putting together that she.
You said you were fighting people, right? And then she came out. What did she do in that situation? When you came back, were there? I don't know. Looks around, like sees the little kid in the booth next to us, just like tries to make sure the kid doesn't hear. And he's like, did she kill anybody or anything?
Oh my goodness.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Barkley's like the worst person you ask, like a veteran soldier. You know, like they're off duty, and then Barkley's just that person.
Did you kill a man? No, not that I'm aware of. It's always happened like at the end of a fight. And everybody just passed out, so I'm not sure.
Well, then she can't be that bad, right?
I guess so. I don't know. I really don't know.
She seemed kind of cold, but that was pretty much it.
Well, you would know better than me. I've never met her.
I'm just trying to think of a way that you could. Because I know sometimes the best therapy I get, as silent image, is when I talk to myself as there's 2 Barkleys.
I don't know about that one, Bark.
The other one, Bark number 2, is like, I don't know. Seems to help a lot. Yeah, he's got a point, says Bark 1, pointing at him.
Oh, can we talk about something else? I really don't know.
Where's Segment?
I don't.
Yeah, he's not around.
Yeah,
Who's
good question.
that?
He was a coworker of ours. He didn't quite work out with us. A nice fellow, just not much of a team player.
Do you guys like kick people out if they're not?
No, it was his choice. We didn't ostracize him.
He left.
This isn't football.
We all get on pretty well here. We're all very kind of laid back individuals. I mean, we have a lot of very disparate personalities, but in general, everybody's easygoing.
Yeah, you guys are really nice. I like you guys.
Bark 2 was reaching over for the silly straw that's in the ale, and Bark 1 slaps him on the bone wrist and takes it. And then Bark 2 scoffs and arms cross.
I'm imagining in my head that when Bark 1 slaps the other one's wrist, that the entire hand just goes around and around and around. It clacks like the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Oh, and purposefully, his jersey, it's 33, right? This one's 22.
Ah.
Nice.
So you can't tell the difference.
Are all his bark
Numbers?
Yeah.
Well, they can be. Ooh. Would I be able to make up the 5? I could have my own team.
Did we say you
no.
have more than 5 and just 2
I feel like that's like an exhibition match bullshit, right?
Well, technically, most of those weren't independent of each other, but...
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you could have like a couple running, I don't know positions, but you could have them all flanked in their various pairs according to the positions, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what they're talking about?
Yeah, the game that Barkley always plays. That
I could hit
Orc just shakes his head. I have no idea.
I could hit a home run and then I run a touchdown while doing a 3-pointer. That makes a birdie.
And score a goal! Yay!
So who knows basketball well enough to know how many people are at the forward position?
I don't even know that in real life, so that's...
I know in real life, but I like the joke that it's called sports ball, and it's just everything put together.
Right.
Honestly, that'd be way more interesting.
There's also this other crazy sport where they're in cars, and they get like a giant ball the size of the car, and they like shoot it into goals.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes,
Missile League,
my
right?
dad liked that one.
Yeah, missile league. That's what it was.
That's a...
I, li-
Sounds dangerous.
Oh,
I like the version where they ride dinosaurs.
wonderfully
Oh,
entertaining.
that one's pretty good too. In like a port city somewhere, I think.
Now, was that the one where they just race them, or was that the one where they fight with them?
I think both.
There's a race in my town that happens every couple of years where everybody gets into different vehicles and drives around the this big open area in the woods, and there's like huge robots and cars and motorcycles, and it's really cool.
I just really like the intro to that one
I heard
dinosaur.
it used to be held in Old Radix, but
You guys do know that Old Radix is actually a city outside of the actual mega city that makes up Neo Red Emmy.
Jurassic Cart. That's what it's called.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
to Jurassic Cart.
And I said Old Radix. I meant old Rademy.
Yeah, I was about to say, are we in Old Earth?
yes. Sorry, I always forget. Names are hard.
Yeah, that's why everything had a rad in front of it.
So you can just say rad and like, this is definitely a place like that.
The radicals, please get in the radmobile as we get in a rad venture. Radicals.
I hate it.
Alright, from now on, we're called the Radicals. As in the math turned rad.
I don't think we want to be called the Radicals. People might get the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Oops.
So they
Well,
bring your food out, and it's pretty good. I will say that for all of you, it's probably like gold or so.
Easy.
It's a little bit more expensive because kind of a tourist trap.
Yeah. We should have gone to a restaurant by us and probably would have been a lot cheaper than this.
When the bill comes around, Barkley insists that he's going to pay for it. Like he insists he takes the bill.
Thank you very much.
Spark?
Ew.
I did say I was paying for it.
Bartender.
How much? Oh yeah, how much were the drinks? Because I'm assuming it was gold each for the meals. But what are the drinks, like 2 gold?
Do you know how to make a Red Amy Sunrise?
Oh, that is a great drink name.
That's amazing, yes.
I sure do. One coming right up.
It's layered in pink and blue.
One of my favorite ones I heard was called My 2 Cents, and it's 2 little shots.
I'm just imagining that like purple and orange and pink sunrise that Lluis puts in the background of a lot of his art, but like in a cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. Good.
it probably glows, to be honest with you.
I'd say all drinks in Retroverse probably look like they're fruity, even though they're not all fruity.
It
That's
look like
fair.
they came out of 10 forward.
They look like gelatin shots or something.
I will say that for convenience sake, yes, it is 1 gold per drink, Scotty.
Okay, so that was 2 each. And then
The
Red
water
Amy
was free
Sunrise.
though.
Okay, that still makes it 2 each, in a way.
Oh, that's right, because you drank his.
Do we need to roll for cons?
Actually, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Good,
right. I have
good.
poison resistance, but that's only to poison damage.
Yep.
Whee!
Let's see.
That's how Shan. Somehow both Barclays are drunk.
It's
I got
not
a nat-
super difficult.
Theory's drunk too.
I
It's
got
not a
nat
very
one.
high DC.
That
Okay.
one.
So anybody who got
Oh boy.
after the 2 drinks, anybody who got lower than a 10, you are a little bit drunk.
Okay.
I don't know, guys. It's been a weird day, and I'm
For what it's worth, guys, if you guys need to
I'm
send
tired.
me any questions or anything, you got to do it via Discord because my Zoom is completely whited out and I can't see the chat or videos at all. Fun.
Who wants to go to another bar and get cheaper drinks?
There's just a pile of bones where
boy.
bark is. And like the illusion
Oh,
bark is
no.
fine, but like actual bark isn't.
Drunk.
Yay!
Hey.
Yay!
Simon, Simon gets a kind of a sly cat-like smile and says, "I'm your Huckleberry."
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
Let's go.
In the pile of bones, like one bony hand just like points towards the door and is like, to the next bar.
I passed my save, by the way. He's not intoxicated in the slightest.
Mm,
He
So
knows.
having a good time.
Well, he's also got a con of +4, so.
that too.
That's how you guys have a lightweight.
I was like, yeah, me too. I love you.
Oh my god, I love you too!
You're my best friend.
Oh my god, I've never had a best friend before.
My god. Oh
Bar!
god.
You're making me fall apart.
And scene transition. At the next bar.
To the next bar.
Each
Wait a
one,
second, I'm getting to the next bar.
like in the Iron Giant when he was in a bunch of pieces and like the parts were just rolling around. That's Sparkly in drunk form. Just all the parts are on the ground.
I imagine
rolling.
Crypto was like falling behind you, like picking you up and like throwing you in like the bag of holding or something.
Oh no! I think at some point we've probably acquired a wastebasket and have just been carting it around, and he's
Throw you in the backpack of holding and just
Oh my
dump you out
It's
when
fine.
you're.
He doesn't need to breathe. Oh my god, it's fine. You don't need to breathe.
Yep.
Wow. Well, okay.
That's a thing that never occurred to me before.
The most difficult part is getting the skull in because the afro takes up most of the opening.
Well, it's compressible.
Yes, it is.
Tuck it in under a swimmer's cap and you're golden.
Go.
So
We established that he has one, so.
So the very next bar that you guys encounter on your walk out of the Looper Call looks to be named the Barbell. It looks to be a sort of skeevy looking bar with hollow dart games, a broken pool table, cheap booze, and bland music.
Yay! Let's play darts! I'm sure I can play good.
Ah, well now.
There's a Saren waitress or barmaid that comes around. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna let you use shurikens if you're that drunk already. Can I get you guys anything?
More booze, please! I had a long day!
Yep.
Okay,
What's this?
sure. Any preference?
What's your special?
As he pops out of the backpack or something.
It's the skull with the afro just pops out of the satchel.
On the end of an
Have,
arm, holding the skull.
Boar's Light. And she names a couple others, and I'm struggling to come up with names right now.
Ooh, okay. Alright. I can help with that.
Oh boy.
But, alright. I've got it. One of those.
Okay. She brings you around another round of drinks. Anybody, Sammy, did you want to actually roll to see how well you play at darts?
I would.
Okay. Sammy, you have disadvantage because you were sloshed.
Yep. Would that be a dex?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack.
Yes.
Okay.
You're throwing a dart. Darts have stats.
I'll say.
Because in that case, I got 17.
Oh boy, you want disadvantage?
Yep.
Damn. Yeah,
Oh,
she's.
so
Is a
good.
Henshin.
Yeah, she's surprisingly like. You didn't get the bullseye, but you got really damn close. Like, the woman that was getting you more beers was like, "All right, okay." Puts the other one in front of you. Guess you're not as drunk as I thought, honey.
You should play professionally in the league that Bark's in.
Is this how sports are played? Sparkly, this is so much fun!
All right, now roll 2 more for your other 2 darts in your set.
Oh god, it flew away. Hold on.
Ah, there we. All right, that's a miss.
Oh, that time I got a 19.
Oh wow.
It's apparently really good at drunk darts.
And the thing that'd be hilarious is if we play this again and you're never this good again.
Right.
What about your third one?
Third one, let's see. That time I got a 11.
Okay. And we'll see, because they're holographic, you can change them to your favorite color. So Sammy's are sort of yellow.
Yay! You're doing great, sweetheart.
Okay. Lyra, do you want to go next, or?
Yeah.
Simon's going to go wander off and get a round of backup shots for everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Good.
Barkley thought he had a dart, but it was just his other hand. He just threw his hand at the thing.
Through his
I will-
I'm really messed up today.
I will give my
Go ahead.
rifle to Crypto and say
No.
I mean, keep it before I do something. I mean, and if I beg you because I want to hunt someone, don't let me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can drink. Yay!
Get sloshed with us. Drink.
Drink.
I will drink from the gills.
Nice.
I get you fucked up real fast.
Yeah.
That's like boofing for Aqua, right?
Is that going to be like a con check at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, then it's a natural one.
Nice.
Daiyo slosh. Everybody.
This is what happens when you drown your lungs literally in alcohol.
Little bit, yeah. Yeah, she seems to think that you guys apparently are naturals at this, and she brought out the hard stuff.
Did you,
I'll take another.
Kat? I sent you a helpful message on
Oh.
Discord.
All right. I have lost one.
Okay, so you are at disadvantage on checks for ability checks for a while. Jesse, you're considered poisoned.
Oh boy.
Oh, there they come. You hear the sirens.
Oh,
We're gonna die.
Lyra.
The hand I threw at the wall is on 2 fingers, and it just stumbles back to the bag.
I imagine he's like, you'll never take me alive. And in one hand, you have your other hand, using a finger gun.
And on the other hand, we have the other hand.
oh my God, guys! I have 4 hands.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? You've always had 4 hands?
Yeah, look. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean,
You can
can
still
you high
count?
five 4 of us at the same time?
You can still count how many hands you got. You're not drunk enough.
Did I ever tell you guys? Did I ever tell you guys?
I
I don't
think
know. I don't know what I don't know.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
You know, I don't remember.
Hey, Lyra, you play music, right?
I think so.
I get up on stage and do a thing.
Oh my god, you're so right. You know, guys, one time I was in a band.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
You know, once I had a dream that I saw a band.
Maybe it was the same band.
Oh my God! It was crazy. There was a lot of sparkles. Did you have a lot of sparkles?
No.
Oh. You should have more sparkles.
Was it?
I have sparkles, and then she looks at her body and she's like, "Look at all my sparkles!"
I'm just imagining you just start dancing and there's just body glitter falling everywhere.
Ah, you're so sparkly.
It's her freckles. She thinks that they're. She thinks that they're glitter. Ugh.
Lyra, and she grabs your face and she's like, "You're
Yeah.
the amazing, most sparkly, most cutest person I've ever met in my life. Oh my God!
Who is?
You!
Me?
You!
Okay.
And she kisses you on the forehead
Oh my god. Thank you so much. Do you want to come up and sing with me?
Yes!
I can't see any of your videos. I just heard that distressed sound, which I'm assuming came from Reese.
I can't.
Oh boy.
We have reached peak drunk girl.
Oh, I love you all.
And I don't know what song we sing, but it's really bad because Sammi can't sing.
If you want to, you guys can go ahead and roll performance checks at disadvantage.
Oh,
No, they're assisting each other. Would it cancel out?
I mean, it might have if they weren't really drunk already.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20 on the first one. This is gonna hurt me. 9.
Okay.
Hang on, wait, plus performance. That's 15.
Oh, nice.
I got a 6. So yeah.
Lyra is surprisingly good. Sammy's half sobbing through it.
What song do we sing?
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's why it's so bad. You guys just can't remember the lyrics.
You're my best friend!
I love you so much! It grows fonder.
At this point, you guys realize that you're basically becoming the spectacle of this bar. There are people watching you because you guys. It is like maybe 6 or 7 at night, and you guys are already smashed.
Crypto! Shh. You're being too loud.
What? I can't hear you in the bag. Is there just like a silly straw that's like connected to a glass on the table and it's going into the bag?
Crypto.
Yes.
You're so fluffy.
Thank you.
I love you so much. Like oh man, I miss Fluffy and Nari. They're so nice.
I wish I had 4 hands to touch the fluff. Twice as much.
Yes. I have 4 hands.
You should touch the fluff.
Can I touch the fluff?
You have 6 hands. As I cast Minor Illusion.
I have 4 hands.
More hands!
I mean,
they're like on top of her head. Like they're somewhere there really shouldn't be.
They're coming out of the
Antenna
elbows
turn
of
into
both
hands.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh god.
That is legitimately terrifying.
that's too many fingers for me.
Never mind. That's the Minor Illusion in the background right there.
I can't say it.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think whatever it was, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Huh?
A sibling behind Aya came in.
Totally didn't mess up the windows.
I cast Minor Illusion, and now I have 4 hands.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god. Guys, are we all De-Fraggers?
we all are
No,
on the
I
inside.
just pet Crypto.
And we all pet Crypto, yes.
He's just sitting there like taking it, not amused in the slightest.
You're like a National Geographic where it's like the dad lion with all the cubs and they're like doing all this crazy crap. And you're just like, this is my life. Just gonna sit here.
Crypto, are you okay?
I'm fantastic.
You should drink with us.
I'll think about it. No.
The dad will think about it.
Let's different
Sammi, you feel a cold, wet nose on your hand. You look down, and you see Bork, and he's like, maybe we should go home and get some tacos. And he's sort of like looking over at the like disgustingly greasy nachos that just got put onto the bar for the next person. He's like, I don't think that this food is as nice as what you would make, Sammi.
Bony hand pops out of the bag, crawls on the table, grabs a bunch of nachos, and crawls back into the bag.
We should make
Oh.
tacos.
I'm gonna have to
What's
clean
up,
that.
tacos?
Tacos. I do have some meat at home. We can go do that.
The top of the afro pops out of the bag. Tacos!
I have 2 gallons of salsa at home. I gotta use it for something.
And
As the head is like scampering away, I'm imagining on top of one arm, the guy whose nachos you just stole, like a half orc, is like, wait a minute, did somebody steal my? Did the severed head of Barkley just steal my nachos?
I'm
are
borrowing.
you accusing my
Like,
friend?
you are done for the day, and takes his beer.
Are you accusing my friend of stealing? Crypto, give me the gun.
No.
He's like, no. The Saren bartender, the barmaid is just like, no, it's fine. Did you guys want free nachos? Is that what you're asking?
Yay!
Oh God.
Just please don't give her back the gun.
I think our talking ghost dog just said that about the nacho thing.
Don't worry, the rifle's under my hip bone in the bag.
Talking ghost dog. Okay.
I need a nap.
Yeah.
Have a powerful need.
I have an urgent need for naps and dog hugs. Bork.
I can do that.
Oh,
Yay!
what? Huh?
I love you.
Love you. And he like jumps at you and actually phases through like a Lyra who is right next to you.
Mm.
Oh,
Lyra, you don't even feel it. He's just like cuddling her. Like she could feel him. If you'd go to touch him, there's nothing there. It just feels like an illusion.
that's a good boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, under the ear. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay.
That's so nice.
Lyra, I love you so much.
Okay.
So I assume you guys attempt to hurt each other back home.
Yeah.
Crypto, it's like awkward pet on the back. It's like, okay, let's go.
Everybody's hugging over Crypto. Everybody, let's hug Crypto. Ah.
I'm just imagining this is like the longest public transit ride home ever.
Everybody say thank you, Crypto. Thank you.
Thank you, Crypto.
Thank you.
I really like you, Crypto, because your nose is always wet.
Thank you.
It makes me think of home.
We should all say the things we love about Crypto.
I love how he's such a good boy and how he's so floofy and how he helps us in battle and how he saved me from that spider thing.
Wait.
It was really
That's
nice.
like 5 favorite things.
I love it so much!
Where did this lampshade come from? It's like Barkley's head pops out and there's like a lampshade stuck on the afro.
Oh.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know.
Probably definitely the bar.
What a conveniently shaped lamp.
Chin chin. You won't turn on. Chin chin.
I can't.
Wait, what bar are we going to next?
Home.
It's called the home bar.
Home.
Oh, where is that? Hopefully it's not too far away.
Usually at the top of the screen.
Inspiration point. No, wait, no, sorry, I'm not the Gridmaster.
Actually, yeah, that was funny.
Oh my god. Woo!
Borka leans over. Sammi, just so you know, we don't have any alcohol at home.
I just want to take some tacos and
We can do tacos. We have taco stuff. and not his weird taco stuff. Like
Oh, we have salsa. The good shit.
yeah, the good shit.
Have you ever had
Yeah.
tacos in the shower? I always mix up the sour cream and the shampoo.
Oh God.
As long as you don't bring the mariachi band into the shower, we're fine.
I would.
Senor.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
We should eat the tacos in the swimming pool.
That
Do we
sounds
have a
great.
swimming pool? We have a swimming pool? Nobody told me we had a swimming pool. What the heck?
It's in the build somewhere.
It is in the building.
Oh my
Yeah, it is in the
God.
building. I go every day.
Oh,
There are 3.
do you
There
live
is-
in the pool, Daiyo?
There is sandalwood natural spool and spa. Nailed it. I think I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Which is
It's infectious.
Open air natural pools. Sauna offers massages and face scrubs.
Ooh.
Riverbend Rec Center, family friendly, features swimming classes, gym, and yoga classes. And the one that you guys are probably most interested in, the Platinum Trout, wave pool, hot tubs, and has a bar.
I could
Oh,
use
yeah.
a cheekbone massage. Every time. I'm so sorry.
It's harder because I can't see the joke coming because I can't see your video because you guys have been frozen for like an hour.
You're just stuck in this like position where you're like laughing.
Yeah, I know.
Imagining.
I feel like I've been in this position for forever.
Well, luckily on my end, everybody's cameras are working.
That's awesome.
Good.
I'll bring the tacos.
Tacos.
Survival check at disadvantage.
Well, Sammy's proficient in that, so we're fine.
Actually rolled really well.
Even with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so we're going to the. Wait, what time is it? What time is it?
At this point, probably about like 8:30 or so.
The spa wouldn't be
Pretty
open.
early. You guys started very early in the evening.
The spa wouldn't be open, but we're too drunk to even know that probably.
I mean, it is a bar, so it would. The bar one, that one would be open late. The Platinum Trout.
Let's
Oh,
go.
whose gun is that? Oh, right.
No, don't touch that gun.
No, don't touch the pew pew stick. You can't.
You'll have to pay for the ammunition.
I mean, the gun doesn't smell that much. Wait, I can't smell.
Park clean. How do you smell? Terrible. Get it? Because you can't smell.
Rude.
And also you're a corpse.
You guys are my best friends. I love you.
Hey, Crypto. Where
yes.
should we go? Should we go
Yeah,
to the
you say
spa, or should we go
Cricket's
to
the
the
best, so you should pick.
that flounder place, the Electrum Flounder or whatever?
You know what? Maybe if you're all reined in the same general area, let's go to this pool spa bar place, I guess. Let's go that way. Maybe.
Two arms pop out of the bag. Hooray!
Find you like a floaty donut or something, stick you in, and just let you.
The bag of holding. It's just. Ooh, that'd be a bad idea. That might be a bad idea.
No, don't do that. No,
Because if that bag of holding falls in,
that's a
pool's
lot of
gone.
water in that bag.
That pool is gone.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, bring
We
the
should-
water.
We should assemble Barkley like a puzzle altogether and make it and figure it out.
Oh god.
A 3D puzzle.
It's gonna look like a
Yeah.
horror movie when you're done.
What does a skeleton look like when drunk people put it together?
We should find that.
Terrible.
What is
Oh
it?
God, no! I want to make it into an airplane.
The neck bone's connected to the foot bone. The foot bone connected to the elbow. I don't know. This sucks.
Bone. Did you know there's over 100 bones in a foot?
It's just
Wait,
called
what?
the foot bone.
Could you make a tiny skeleton out of the bones in your foot and make two tiny skeletons dance?
Skeleton hand pops out of the bag, and like on the palm of the hand, a tiny skeleton appears. Tiny skeleton. It's got like a little top hat, and cane, and it's just doing like a cha-cha-cha-cha.
Are you guys freaking out?
I don't know. They seem a little drunk.
Just them, not the rest of you.
No. The other ones are fine.
When you guys get to the platinum trout, it looks like the only people that are in the nearest so now there are a bunch of different hot tubs and whatnot around. There is a free one. It looks like right next to it though is what looks like a group of two orcs, a hobgoblin, and a halfling who is currently telling some raucous, just filthy joke.
Yes.
Sort of looks over. You guys look like you're having a good time already.
I'm having a great time with my new best friend.
Nice.
They're my friends. I have friends.
We are all having such a great time, except Crypto. Ask Crypto why he isn't having a good time.
Yeah, Crypto, have a good time.
Hey, Crypto, have you seen my swimming cap?
I'm just imagining at this point, Crypto and the spirit dog are just like looking at each other like, "Oh God, help us."
I assume it's in your gym bag that he would be carrying.
Wait, is my gym bag in here?
I don't know. I think I have it.
No way, that's not it. I almost rolled a 20 and I rolled 2.
Simon is going and flipping through his personal information, looking at the pictures from the other night because he didn't really remember a whole lot of what all went on. So he's playing catch up on social media now.
I'm just imagining there are like a billion blissed out super high selfies of Simon with like the shark trying to gnaw somebody's face off in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then like another one where the shark is like staring hard eyes at Lyra and Crypto is like chewing on a Henshin.
But then I found this one of Bach, and I had to show it to everybody.
God damn it, I can't see it.
Oh, here, I'll put it in the Discord.
Thank you.
He said to Daiyo. He's still feeling those mushrooms. Talking to God.
I like to think there's just like one picture.
No, damn it, that's the wrong one.
There's like one picture, and you have like the status is something like, "Wow, the colors on this thing is beautiful," and it's just like a picture of like blue. It's just like ocean, not even anything like special.
Look at this beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of the wall. It's like this industrial submarine wall.
All right, that's what I meant to say.
It's morbid but funny.
Nice.
He's all glittery, dude. Look at him.
Is that like something from Disney or something?
I don't know, man. It just looks like you on vacation.
Instead of getting sunburned, he's like hanging out underwater too long.
Yeah, no, like he was in Subnautica. You know, we were having a good old time.
Go
We
from
spent some
diamond-
time in the ocean room.
go from diamond to bronze. You know, just too much of a tan.
Oh no, it's just the lighting, right? It's super red down there. Coral.
Oh. I think
Excuse
I
me,
need a nap.
coming through as just the pile of bones pours out. The bag of holding goes into the water.
At this point, once you make it into the pool, Crypto jumps in, and of course everybody sort of expects a splash just because, but he just sort of like sinks to the bottom and then curls up and goes to sleep in a little ball.
In the bottom of
Wait, who does?
Not Crypto, Borg.
I was about to
The
say,
spirit dog,
wait,
sorry.
what?
That's weird. That's so really out of character.
Dude,
I snapped. I'm going crazy.
Crypto's an Innsmouth now?
Oh no.
I
Guys.
think
Crypto would just kind of like either pull up a chair or like stick his feet in the take his shoes off.
Barkley is like gone because he just sinks to the bottom.
I forgot to bring the swimming bikini. I just wear the street bikini. Ugh.
stupid. I forgot to wear my formal bikini.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Are you sure you don't have like, it's not like a tearaway bikini that has another bikini underneath it?
Maybe.
Do you want to try?
I'm super lang. I will try.
Roll for bikini.
Wait, I know you already got enough gods in Retroverse, but is there one for party? Revelry?
Yeah, wasn't there a dragon for it?
A Dragon Force? What?
A dragon for partying.
Oh no, those are neon dragons.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
like,
they're not actually gods.
they like to think they're gods, but they're not gods.
who would be an appropriate? Oh, of course.
Flippy. I'm kidding.
Flippy.
No.
Would
it's
you
a
like a
binary
help with
god.
that kegger?
The binary god. It's
Clearly hurts, you guys.
the Untamed Mustangs,
Nice.
the Wild Stallions, XP,
Yeah, that's what it would be.
the gods of partying.
But yeah.
Anyway, Sammy jumps into the pool.
Because otherwise, it's got to be Wayne and Garth, and I just don't know how to. I don't know how to fluff that in a way that makes sense outside of
Yeah,
direct reference.
we don't really have one. I'm gonna have to make one now.
You already have like over 100 though that you've made.
Huh?
You've already made like
Okay,
hundreds.
It wasn't 100.
We're
It
world
was
building
18.
here.
Okay, all right.
Oh, you must have narrowed down that draft you sent me.
In the Adventure Zone, they have a party god that they go to the party dimension to defeat. It's amazing.
No, if you're talking about the innumerable, that there was 18 of them.
Oh, there's only 18 now? Okay.
That's all there was, because they're the
No, I remember you
Types.
originally were like, I'm gonna have 151 of them. And then Kevin and I were like, no. Anyway.
I don't think I was like that, but I cannot be certain.
No, not Sir Mercy. He's too laid back.
Oh no, that's what it was. I wanted to make a bunch of the legendary Pokemon their own god, and Kevin's like, no.
The Silverbacks, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like Jayrith or the Silverbacks would be the best sort of party gods.
Gareth, the Goblin King.
Yeah. He is the god of trickery, love, and obsession.
He may or may not be a master of a maze.
I honestly think the concept of partying in the Retroverse deserves a pantheon, an entry all of its own in the pantheon. I don't think it's a domain here. It's too critical a feature.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're not doing Retroverse party, what are we even doing here?
Right?
Crypto?
It's probably an elemental plane. Right?
Crypto,
What?
you gotta
What?
party with us.
Party on,
Partying.
plane.
I'm
Party,
partying.
party.
Kicking feet in the water. I am partying.
I'm having a great time kicking feet.
Or Berkeley coalesces back into his normal form, but he's laying at the bottom of the pool, sleeping next to the dog. He's just passed out drunk.
The dog like wiggles, does like a little bork in his sleep, and you just see like spectral little bubbles come up through the water. They don't pop because they're not actual bubbles, but
Hey, you dog. Dog!
Every Unari in the room is like, rude?
Who are you talking to?
My dog!
he just
Inside
sort of
voices,
wakes
please.
up and rolls on his belly to look at you. What?
Dog, you wanna go make time? I wanna go home.
Okay, we can go home. He sort of like doggy paddles up to the surface of the water, but the water doesn't move at all. We
Somebody
can go home.
get Bog.
I'll get her.
Bork is like, yeah, I can't do that. I can only interact with her.
I was gonna say Daiyo's already probably like in the pool.
Yeah.
Daiyo's probably like able to do like a dolphin dive upwards and then do like 50 flips and go back down, no problem.
I will wake up Barkley in the bottom of the pool like, do you remember the baby shark?
What? Huh?
That baby shark we saved or killed, I don't remember.
You're like, did that happen or did I hallucinate that?
Hey,
The baby shark you saved or killed, I don't know.
I don't remember.
It actually occurs to me that because Simon got very high and then decently drunk right after, it might actually be hard to determine what all happened in this day.
That's why I
I'm
asked
just gonna have a lot of issues later.
What about it, Daiyo?
I miss him.
I miss him too.
It was fun. Those weirdos attacked us and we shot at them. Do you remember that adventure? It was like a million years ago.
Yeah, that was like since I'm all back together, Arms just has like a waterproof Hello Kitty watch or something. It's just like 2 hours ago.
Wait, what?
It was a bit more than that, but
It was at
that was
least
yesterday.
5 hours ago.
Oh, daylight savings time. Sorry, 3 hours ago.
Do you think the shark will remember us?
Oh.
I hope so.
I don't know that I remember the shark, so if it doesn't, I'm not gonna be
You were really high at the time.
oh, I don't know. I
It
didn't
was-
time, but I know.
I got charmed by a crab. He wanted me to go to the dark side, and he was like, "Join us, shiny, join us." And I was like, "No."
Well, were you
And
Sunny,
then
Sammy,
I
or
was like,
Dark Lady?
"No, it was me. It was me. The dark lady wasn't there. She was wherever the fuck she is."
You was a bit of props. I'm not altogether fond of her.
I think she is.
Barkley leans over
At
to
this
Daiyo.
point, after you guys have made it out of the pool, Bork is like behind Sammy, just like with his little head up against her calves, just pushing
Can one of you guys carry me?
and hoping that the rest of you follow because he's the only one. He can only
do it.
interact with her.
She's super good at it.
I'll carry Lyra like a princess.
She automatically falls asleep.
Oh my god, it's so fucking cute.
I'm gonna flash Sammy the thumbs up.
She'll give you a thumbs up with her one of her
Free
hands.
hands.
The other set of hands.
Why is everybody thumbs up me?
Alright, so what time is it now?
8:32.
How long do you guys? Yeah, how long do you guys go around in the hot tub?
As much as I can.
It's not until like 2 minutes.
I think we were on the way home.
If it
Yeah.
was only a detour, then it's probably getting towards 9:30 or so.
I don't know. It sounds very real. Just a bunch of drunks come in for 2 minutes and then leave.
Yeah.
I love us so much. You're such fucking idiots. It's wonderful.
You don't recognize.
It was a good session, you guys. Good session.
You don't recognize Bark because he didn't put on the cap, so his fro is just like, like covering his face.
Ah, crap! I knew I forgot something. Oh, sorry, Bark.
Who's this guy?
Who are you? What have you done with our friend?
Huh? What?
We don't have time for a lunar skeleton now.
Oh God! He also has an evil entity living inside of him.
Oh yeah, tacos.
I think we've only met the evil entity that lives inside of him.
Too many people. I don't like it. I'm gonna go home. I'm going home. Good night, guys. And I just say Lyra.
Okay.
I'm sure that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, good night.
I wish I
guys.
could. I wish I could see their faces tomorrow morning.
I guess I'll be heading. I guess I'll just have tacos by myself. Night, everybody.
Yeah, all night.
Just sort of like sits outside in the hallway waiting for everybody to... Good night, I guess. Waiting for everybody to get to their respective rooms before turning around and walking through the door.
I put Lyra on the couch and just like cover up her blanket and pat her on the head. And, like, go get a glass of water, because my God.
At disadvantage for the taco making, got a 13.
Wow.
It's not that bad. You think they're pretty great. What ingredients did you use?
The shampoo. No, I'm kidding.
Peeps, apples, cinnamon.
Oh, that sounds good though.
Actually,
No, it doesn't.
dessert tacos sound amazing.
I make a taco taco. I make a taco, and it's like waffle cone shell and ice cream. We'll go with that.
Yeah, Sammy just sits on the bottom of the kitchen floor and just cries for a little bit.
Oh no.
This is like real life I have drunk. That's how I do.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save for me at disadvantage, Aya.
Okay. I don't think I'm very wise. Yeah, no, that's a nat one.
Lunar Night mad. Lunar Night smash.
Damn it, now I have to come up with the thing. Is the Lunar Night smash now?
I know, right?
Fuck. Okay, so you're sort of last thing Sammy remembers is sitting there crying, and then the kitchen floor gets much colder, and then just, oh, not this place again. The Lunar Night is looking at a tile floor, and
Ow,
the
what
tile
the?
floor is moving a lot. The
Ah,
room is moving.
what the actual fuck? Oh God. What happened?
You seem to be standing in a kitchen. And you're guessing whoever has the four arms is super drunk.
Oh God. Oh, I need air. I need to get out of here. Oh God. I'm gonna, is there a balcony? Is there a window? Is there anything like that?
There are windows. There are not balconies.
Okay. I'm gonna open the window. And just like stick my head out the window.
You are really high up.
Oh,
Like,
alright.
probably higher than you've ever been, aside from a couple of times when you were a kid in Azord.
Right. Okay. Oh, so I don't recognize it, right?
You see an incredibly massive city. You don't really recognize any of it.
Mm.
Yeah, there's nothing that looks familiar. It does seem like you're pretty sure that thing you just saw was a flying car. You could be hallucinating because you're incredibly drunk, but you're pretty sure those aren't that common last time you were awake.
Right.
Also, what did Sammi do with that strip of cloth?
She tied it on her bag.
Okay.
So, I don't think she took I think she probably dropped it off where Lyra is.
Okay.
She's just gonna kind of stare out into the outside, and then she's gonna go back into the kitchen area, and then she's gonna try to like.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Oh God. Am I good?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. She's probably gonna try to go back into the apartment and go see what this place is and what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. So she starts wandering around Sammy's apartment. What does Sammy's apartment look like?
There's a lot of it looks like very Instagrammable crafts everywhere. A lot of throw pillows, a lot of little sewn things everywhere, a lot of paintings on the walls, and lots of plants. There's it's still a bunch of boxes that she hasn't unpacked yet, laying around. Just everything is very chipper and happy, and yeah.
And how does the Lunar Knight feel about it?
There's something really nice and familiar about it. But she is so confused by the whole thing. 2 seconds ago, she was on a giant spider horse thing.
That is true.
Yeah.
I remember sleeping for a moment and then waking up here. Question to Lyra. Is Lyra asleep yet?
I would say she's going in and out.
Okay.
So she would probably say, Sammi? Are you okay?
You! The pretty one.
Okay. That's so nice.
Where are we?
Your apartment?
What are we? Were we out drinking? Is that what was going on? Because it seems like that's what was happening.
Yeah, I think we've been drinking for 2-3 hours.
It's been a bit longer than that, but yeah.
All day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Are you okay, Sammi? Are you Sammi? And she will poke your face.
Stop it!
You notice her eyes are a different color.
Oh no! Oh, it's you!
Yes.
Oh, Sammy's not gonna be very happy to see you.
Is that what she's called? Because I'm not sure.
Yes, you are my friend Sammy's body.
First of all, that sounds way dirty, and I
Oh,
don't
you
know how
have
to
to
feel
forgive
about it.
me. I'm very drunk.
That's fine. I'm used to it.
That's sad.
Nah, I hung around a lot of college kids. It's all okay.
I've been around a lot of drunk people too.
Yeah.
Did
And-
Sammy remember to shut the door behind her when she was carrying in Lyra?
I no. No.
Sorry, I just laughed at the message that Scotty sent me. Yeah, that is a question for Sammy. Would Sammy have remembered to close the door?
No. No, she did not.
Would the rest of you have reacted to hearing what sounded like a cross between "oh no" and "goal" from Sammy's room?
Because I was already heading back that way on account of I can't find my key.
It also just occurred to me you guys have only lived here for like a week. So when you get smashed, there is genuinely a good chance you'll forget where you live.
I'm just gonna roll myself an overall intelligence check at disadvantage. Nat 4 and a Nat 2. So
Alright.
I guess we're all stumbling around like idiots.
That's very on brand for him, so. Hello.
You.
Sammy.
Simon, help me.
Lyra.
Insight.
What?
Ah, you left your door open, Sammy, and I closed the door as we're going past.
Oh
The fuck is going on here?
Oh.
no! Stay where you are. And Lyra will get up and like hobble to the door and open the door. Help me, please. This night. It's the night. The lunar night. She's here.
That's
Or
already
have been like laying in the hallway. Do you want me to get the others? Or is everybody here?
I rolled a 14, so I assume that the hallways are kind of long for perception. So
Crypto!
it's like,
Yeah,
was
you-
I like I was on
They're
my way
loud
out?
enough. You can hear them.
I would be on my way
I
back.
feel
like,
so
well,
bad
it's-
for my neighbors.
Crypto, give me the gun.
Oh yeah, there's my apartment. As I just remembered, I think I am Sammy's neighbor, aren't I?
Fuck you, it's.
maybe not yet. Just let's see what's going on first.
Hey,
Crypto, voice of reason. Maybe let's not lead with murder.
He's gonna stand like right outside the doorway, not even looking in yet, just kind of. You guys okay? Clearly wide open door. Just
she just opens the door and she's just like, okay, what the hell is happening right now?
Wow, amazing
I forgot
recovery.
my
Sammy.
keys. I said that. I forgot my keys.
you look familiar.
What? Whoa.
Yes,
I
I
think we've-
probably do.
I think we've met.
Whoa, so
What's-
if Sammy gets super drunk, he turns into Lunar Knight?
Give me back my friend.
He drank too much and died. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I
Are you evil?
What? No.
okay. Hang on.
Yeah, I
hang
knew
on,
it.
hang on.
wait a
I
minute.
knew
Also,
it.
hold on.
One
Wait,
question at a time.
Hold on.
Where's this fabric?
Just
Where's this
like
fabric?
aside, like if you ask somebody if they're evil, are they just gonna say, "Yeah, I'm totally evil"? That's totally true.
But maybe
Or
we are all
somebody, like,
evil.
that does make sense. Yeah, no, nobody would say
That's
yes to
fine,
that.
be intimidated.
It depends. If we are all evil,
I don't
I mean-
know. I don't know. I
We
literally
really talk about each other like, hey, we're super evil, right, bro? That's not a thing that people do.
let's just do that. I mean, I met one.
Dog!
I mean, maybe
Dog!
some people do.
dog. I know you.
Hey, that's rude. Don't speak to Crypto that way.
I don't think she's talking to me.
I've seen you before.
You have?
Yeah. Like before. There was like a couple of times. I've seen you. I know you. You're oh god. I can't remember the name.
Look.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah. I'm Sammy's spirit guide.
That makes sense. Yes.
She's okay where she is, right?
I don't know where I am. So
Mm.
I am very confused. It has been a wild couple of years. I'm not sure.
Maybe let's take this inside the apartment. I think neighbors are staring.
Yeah, at this point, there's like an old elven woman with like her hair up in a
Curlers or
condor
something.
cap, just like staring at you and giving you stink eye from across the hallway behind the door.
It's 9 or 10.
It's just
I give her stink eye
then.
back.
It is just then that Barkley takes off his AEN glasses that have been live streaming all day.
Banned.
Question.
And says,
Had Bark
I'll
made
make tacos. And I go inside.
Had Bark made it to Sammy's apartment yet or not?
Yeah, I was there. Everybody's there.
Okay.
So Lunar Night just gets streamed live, no big deal.
I'm
No biggie.
sure that's fine.
What could go wrong?
This new reality show Bark's got is off the fucking chain. These writers are cracked out.
Yeah, the reason that Bark realized it was still live streaming was because all of the chat's what the fuck emojis were just blocking one entire eye.
I like to think Bark has commissioned a whole bunch of emojis that are just him in different emotions.
I thought for a second it was going to be the entire party, and then you're like, nope, all Bark.
Or bark, no bite.
Note to self, get a bite
spirit
attack.
dog jumps up on the couch and is sort of like does the circle thing to lay down. He says, maybe we should sit down to talk about this.
Yes, that's a good idea. And she just kind of like tries to find a seat that will fit Sammy's whole body.
I'm gonna make some tea.
Simon just kind of collapses into a tent shape, like cross-legged with his hands on his knees like this, just like he just sort of fell into it.
Last time were we just like fucking high or something? Like we were in Dark Radix, right? That's not like imagine.
No, that definitely happened. But
Cool. Do you still remember Ass Man?
I'm sorry.
Who?
Do you remember the pizza?
Yes. And then there was Ass Man, and then he said things.
What did he say?
I
I don't recall.
No, we
I
entered,
have no
smelled
idea what
pizza.
she's talking about.
and
we
went back.
we
There was
s-
pizza?
we smelled food, and then we were in Subnautica. Was that what that was? Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Subnautica. You
was a
smelled
smell.
pizza. There was a doorway, and then
then
there
it
was
was
a
a water.
pretty naked king. So there's that.
In a very naked room, just
I
in
honestly
general.
thought the pizza was in the orgy.
Oh man, I missed the orgy. What the? Oh, fuck.
Barkley
Yeah.
has on like
That's
one of
just
Sammy's
ridiculous.
cooking aprons. It's probably all pink and sunflowery and girly.
It's like it's draping off of him. It's huge.
Yes.
It's really big.
And he's making tacos, right? So do you want me to just go with the check I did before?
Let's
Sure.
climb the cook on it.
Okay, so I'm in the kitchen and I'm just like, I like you. Like a hand pokes out of the kitchen.
Orc is like, I did not hear about an orgy.
And I'm real sad about it.
It was a clothing optional room. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
There was a
It's an
lot of
orgy.
really enthusiastic wrestlers.
Oh. Fun.
Some of them were tag team.
Oh.
Anyway,
no.
so
Stay focused.
yeah,
focused.
that's. I mean,
Speaking of focus, tacos. No,
Yes,
oh,
I would love to
just-
talk about
Okay. I was hoping I was the only one that got that. Okay, alright, so. Plate tacos. Beef tacos.
Good.
just-
Delicious. Yes.
I'll get to work making some guacamole. I've got this.
Are we just taking Sammy's stuff in her kitchen?
No, I brought ingredients. That's part of the thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I didn't because I forgot my fucking.
So, okay, tell me, why were you okay? So, this is this is where she lives, right? Yes.
This is
last
her
time-
current place of residence.
Yeah, for a week.
Not where
Okay.
I live, so.
I live next door. I just remembered.
Right. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Well. Okay. Got it. And you guys are again. Sorry.
We're the best.
We're the super cool team.
I think she's asking for your names, guys.
Oh.
Oh.
No, that can't be. That
Tiny
can't.
dog.
That can't be. That can't be right.
The guardian.
I'm sorry. The Lunar Knight's spirit connection broke a little bit. What was that?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Oh no!
That's literally what she just asked you.
What did you ask?
I didn't hear what the Lunar Knight just asked. You were glitching out.
I was just asking what their names are.
Oh, well, you know my name. I don't need to say it.
That's Barkley.
Got it. Okay, Barkley. Got it. Okay. And you are Fluffy
Crypto.
Dog. Crypto. Okay, got it. Okay.
Crypto Fluffy, I guess, whatever.
Got it. And then you hipster boy.
Simon Skull Goblet at your service.
Very, very cool. Love it. You mermaid lady.
I'm Daiyo.
Cool.
Just Daiyo.
Yes. And then sparkly lady.
Lyra! And then she puts her name up in a minor illusion and it sparkles.
You remind me of somebody, and I don't know if I like it or not.
Thank you!
So, are you like a Mrs. Lunar Knight, like Mrs. Knight, or what? What is like that your name, or
What do you mean?
is that like a title, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's my Henshin name. It's my code.
What's your actual name? Can't just call you Lunar. Reckon we could call you Lunar. Oh.
Yes, you can. You're doing it right now. Honestly, I don't know you yet.
Is that what you would like to be
Well, you do
called?
now. We've all gone and introduced ourselves.
Or sort of like scooches a tad closer and lays his head on the Lunar Knight's knee.
She pats him.
He sort of looks like uncomfortable but trying to help.
The you said you're a Henshin?
Yeah.
There was a mention of you at the Henshin HQ.
Really?
I can't even be mad. That was
Of course, I'm amazing.
No, wait a minute. There was that piece of fabric that you were supposed to see. Whatever happened to that, Lyra?
I think she put it on the thing and then she'll run and go get the bag and she'll bring the bag back.
You were supposed to see this.
Oh. She her like face drops, like she was like in a like sort of a happy mood and then just kind of fell. Oh.
I hope we didn't offend.
And like her hands are shaking and she takes the fabric from you and she's just like, where did you get this?
From the Henshin commander. What was his name?
It wasn't the Henshin commander, it was Rhymn,
Oh.
the
who
guy
fuck
who
is-
met you.
Well, I wasn't sober at the time.
That's fair.
Like Rom or someone?
I don't know who that is.
Romulus.
That doesn't help either.
They seem to know you.
What?
I mean, why else would they want to give you that?
I get, yes, but like, who are all these people that know me? That doesn't mean. All right, fine. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine.
Wait, Sammi says she goes somewhere cold. Is that where you're at?
Shit, dude. Last time I remember, I was in Red Army, and I was doing stuff, and then I ended up on the floor, and then I ended up here. So
Wait, Radami?
Not
Like,
Notice she says it in a different accent than you guys do.
like old Radami?
The Lunar Knight knows about Old Red Army. That's not usually where she was. That's where she has family that's from there.
I'm sorry. I doesn't remember exactly what she was. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay, so the city that you guys are in right now is Neo Radami. The city that Sammy's thinking, or that the Lunar Knight is thinking of, is perhaps a bit older.
Okay.
With a 100, or not Jesus, not 100. With a 10.
Wow.
With
That
a 10
100.
on my history check.
I got 100 on my history check.
Yeah,
Anyway,
my name is
from, like, back in time.
my name is Dagger Catterley. What does
Fuck off,
102
Scotty.
get on my history check? Anyway, so with a 10, what do I know about old Red Amy? Or at least not Neo Red Amy.
Let's see.
I'd assume just common knowledge with the DC with the 10 roll.
What do I get with an 18? After you've done with Barks.
My main one is I was about to ask, like, what does the name Hertz ring a bell? But I don't think Barkley would know that name.
You have heard of Hertz. Her music had a comeback a couple of years ago. Sort of a resurgence of it. You guys know of Old Red Army City, which is the city that you guys are in wasn't always named what it is. It used to be called Automata, but that was a long time ago, a couple hundred years ago, before the Machine War. You know that Old Red Army was home to I'll say though 18 tells you that you remember there was an old adventuring crew from there called the Red Army Rebels. They were pretty famous. And you're pretty sure that the heroes that were integral in winning the Machine War, the heroes out of time, might have been some of those adventurers. So it's sort of lending some credence to the idea that maybe the Lunar Knight is a lot older than Sammi.
I think we were told that.
You were, yeah.
Yeah, we were. It's like,
That's the only thing you guys know.
yeah, it was like
What all do you
1,000 years.
What all do you remember, Brad Amy?
It was a city. There were people.
Were there like killer robots trying to kill everybody?
No, but there were Mojons. Lots of Mojons.
A Mo what?
What's
You know, little robot buddies that look like little cubes, and then go beep boop 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 boop.
Have we ever seen Modrons before?
You haven't seen Modrons in a long time. Since the Machine War, they were a lot more. They got a lot more scarce.
Somehow they're just evil. I could just see this cute little cube thing. It's like
Not necessarily
exterminate.
evil, but they're not.
Oh God!
They're not very welcome.
They replace one of their hands with a suction cup, and it's like no.
They're not super welcome in the city because things got kind of difficult for them.
You know, there was the Henshin Academy, and there was a big auditorium.
Who was in charge of the Ranger Academy when you were there?
Okay. Do you want it straight? Because like this is getting ridiculous. You guys are asking me questions. I'm dodging your questions, and you know what? Fuck it. If you guys are evil, I'll kick your ass. That's just how it's gonna go.
Don't you feel like if we were actually hostile to you, that we would have done something to you by now?
Maybe you're trying to gain my trust. I don't know.
Also,
If
we
we're evil, I'll kick my own ass.
would all have curly
Great.
mustaches and
I
possible
mean-
goatee.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, yours isn't
Anyway.
curly, so you're fine.
The real question here is, Lunar Knight, do you know how to make cookies?
Oh, that is a good question.
I sent you a message on Discord.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's not relevant at the moment.
Cookies are always relevant.
I miss Sammi a lot, and I could use some of her cookies.
Orc sort of nods. That
Don't do that! I swear to God.
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Lunar Knight just kills us all.
Listen. Okay. I'm from about, give or take, I don't know the exact year because you were all dodging my questions about that. About 1,000 years from the past. So I'm in the past. I'm from the past.
Estimate
Time
that.
traveler.
Yeah. The Lunar Knight can kind of guesstimate things have changed a fair amount.
Yeah.
And based on context, you're fairly certain that you might have maybe shifted to an alternate universe or far in the future, or it's kind of unclear.
Well, they did tell her the year,
Oh, they
Last
did. That's
time.
right. Okay.
so she
Yeah.
knows
Okay, yeah.
about.
I had forgotten that.
Whoa, so she's from like a universe in the past?
No, I'm not sure. Listen,
Like a retroverse? Looks at camera.
I, I'm not sure what I'm doing here or how I got here, but this is here for a reason.
Still like that? Oh wow, mine's working perfect.
What is
Hi,
it
Kevin.
anyway?
And I can't even mute us.
My Zoom is working better than it ever has before using
Fuck
this app.
you. Suck a dick.
I
I haven't seen their faces for 2 hours.
True love.
I am like having this intense moment. I can't see anything.
Do you want to get out of the chat and come back in?
It's fine.
You want to go get off the chat, kick his ass, and then come back in?
Maybe.
True love.
Anyway, she like has been tightly holding onto this tiny piece of fabric for very hard. This belonged to my mentor.
Oh, well, I can see how that would be a treasure token then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who was your mentor? If you don't mind my asking.
I don't know, but that piece of fabric is holding up for being over 1,000 years old.
I imagine.
It doesn't look 1,000 years old. It looks relatively new.
She like holds it tight and she's like,
Or new as in 1,000
I don't
years
know.
old. It's definitely seen some wear and tear, but
Her name was Visca.
Okay, I got an 18 on my history roll when we started doing all of this lore dump from her.
mm-hmm.
Is 18 going to meet the DC to know the heroes of the Battle of Red Alley?
You do know the you guys are actually more familiar with the with your 18. You remember that Visca is one of the heroes out of time.
Ah. Oh, the ones that got lost.
They are the ones that intervened and helped win the machine war for humanity, or humankind, I guess, humanoid kind. it was De-Fragger Hunari hero, and then there was a Henshin as well. Had a wolf theme.
Fascinating. So his eyebrows are going to shoot up into his hairline immediately. You say the I don't know how else to put this. You mean to tell me that you were trained by Visca the De-Fragger, the hero out of time?
The Lunar Knight has never heard that term before.
Oh my goodness. Well, we should find you some data terminals. You have a lot of catching up to do. You are in for such a history lesson.
You know her?
She's legend. I mean, it's a damned
Well,
old.
of course she is. She's one of the people that saved the world.
Well, yes, but I don't know if we're talking about the same thing.
For reference, though, for Simon, the Machine War ended about a little over 400 years ago.
Yeah, so that's rather more time than this.
And
so her timeline doesn't line up.
don't live very long.
No, assuming that she's telling the truth about when she's from, and the discrepancy of time between that and the events that I would be thinking of, it just doesn't line up. So I'm thinking we're probably not on the same page yet. So he's gonna pull out his little personal device and pull up the wiki article or whatever for the Machine Wars and let her read up on what happened there. Oh, and we've lost the
Lost cat.
I'm here.
No, she's fine. My end.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
even
I'm
see you
here.
even.
Oh, okay. I don't know because I haven't seen my camera or anybody's camera in ages.
I imagine it's like something at the 51st Dates where Drew Barrymore sees the video and she's freaking out and comes to terms with everything.
Wouldn't it be nice if we
A random penguin.
Aya, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Skimming through. The Lunar Knight is both surprised and also not really surprised that that sort of thing happened to Autumn, considering what she remembers her family members talking about the city like.
Yeah.
It is a little heartbreaking though, just because reading, I mean, it reads like a Wikipedia article about a terrible war. And now knowing that one of her loved ones was in it, and knowing Visca was probably very near to the blood and grimness.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
There is a date, or there are like links to different ones on there.
Does it say what happened to her after?
It doesn't say much. It says that Visca Archfur, after the war, receded and tried to live her life under the radar. But they do have records that she died a couple of years after the war.
She's just gonna like start crying.
Lyra sets down tea in front of her and kind of taps her shoulder.
Found her.
Bork just sort of like climbs into her lap and snuggles up. He's like, I know I'm not yours, but you can hug me if you want. I should be real for you too.
She does. And all the things I did, and it doesn't even matter.
Well, now hold on a minute.
She's gone.
Did this piece of fabric look particularly damaged when it was handed over to us? Like it was blown off or anything? It was just like a snippet?
No, it honestly, it looks cut. It looked like it was deliberately cut from a piece of fabric.
Huh.
And it looks old, like it feels very thin, much more thin than a type of fabric from a more modern one would feel. So it feels old, but it's been definitely well cared for.
But old in like the sense of careworn as opposed to just fucking ancient.
Yeah. It doesn't feel 1,000 years old, but with advanced technology, and if it's been cared for really well, it could maybe be a couple hundred years old. But definitely not something that's been through a war.
I don't know. But this looks awfully good to have come the long way round from the machine. Might be some kind of a clue for you. Might be some kind of a lead.
Shit if I know. It's this Rhymn character. What is he? Who is he? What is he?
We can go.
Isn't he?
Very question.
He was the son of somebody, right? Who was that?
You did get that, yeah. That he was the son of somebody important. You weren't necessarily 100% sure who. He was an elf, long blonde hair, white blonde hair, had a robotic arm and an eye patch. Was really into music.
Someone kept flipping him off.
He kept flipping Nocturne off. He and Nocturne seemed to have something of a antagonistic relationship.
That's right.
And did they say that he's an elf?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Elf, eye patch, robot arm. Really mean to some other guy.
What part of town did we find him in again?
You guys were in Henshin HQ. He was waiting outside for you guys.
Right. Okay. Right. She just kind of stares at the table for a second and is like, oh my god. There's so many things that are fucked up right now, and I don't know how I feel about it, or I don't know how to feel about it, and I'm just so hot. I'm sorry the shit is affecting you guys, or her. Can you tell her that?
Speaking of that, is that what your body normally looks like, or?
Absolutely not. For one thing, I'm closer to your height, and for a second thing, I'm not fuzzy, or have wings, or 4 arms.
Are you like an elf, or?
Yeah, about that. What's happening with her extra appendages while she's under this kind of control? Are they just like hanging there dead?
I like to think they just mirror each other.
Yeah, she doesn't have a ton of control over them. Like, as she's sort of gesturing around, she probably knocks into Bork or the teacup a little bit.
It's like kind of like if you were to have like 2 noodles attached to your body. They're definitely just flopping around and like no control of it. She's not like it looks like she's only like really has control over the top of her body.
That's like twice the motor control on your brain.
Yeah.
It'd probably be pretty jarring for someone who's not used to it.
We didn't happen to get like a phone number or somewhere to contact those people at Henshin HQ, or did we?
I mean, like they have a toll-free number.
Don't they have like a 911 equivalent? I would think they would.
Well, like a
they have
like
a
ranger signal or what?
Maybe we can get that Rhymn guy or the other one. Was it Nocturne or something? Maybe get them on the line. And...
Barkley pulls out his phone, presses the button on the side, and just opens up, and he calls.
Still have flip phones?
He's into that weird vintage.
So who are you calling, Bark?
The 911 equivalent. And he's gonna be like, yes, is Brom there?
Can I ask, is this an emergency, sir?
Oh, yes, of course, it's always an emergency with me, Barkley.
Oh.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh. 22.
Holy fuck!
Whoa!
That's with disadvantage?
Nat 18 and Nat 19.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You swear if he had eyebrows, both of them would be wiggling, alternating.
The person on the phone is like, the who now?
Someone very important for him is over here. Needs to see him immediately.
Okay. And you need to speak to who again?
Rom?
Okay.
Did we
And
get his full name?
who is Rhymn?
Hi, he's an elf, has a robot arm, eye patch. Hard to miss.
Oh, okay. Is this a personal call or?
You're gold 911. She just kind of looks at you like you're kind of crazy.
Bark, what you saying?
It might help if you explain to them that this is Henshin business.
This is, oh yes, that's right. You probably can hear, like, Simon on the other side.
Yeah, like you heard that over the phone.
Yeah, this is,
in the background.
yeah, this is Henshin business.
Okay, I'm gonna transfer you over to them. They might be able to better help you. Have a good day, Mr. Barkley.
And you too, Mrs. Sorry, I'm
Delilah?
making Delilah.
That's a great name.
I was about to say, I'm sorry. I know the woes of the DM where you just randomly have to come up with a name. Okay.
It's easier in Retroverse because I can just say his name is Bob and it makes sense. It doesn't make sense in Forgotten Realms.
No.
Yep, my name's Bob Smith. Human fighter. Board and board.
You betcha.
I'm gonna say that Bark gets put on hold.
He's patiently waiting on the phone.
And for Aya, I would like the Lunar Knight to go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. She has had time to sober up though, so you do not have disadvantage.
17.
Okay. You get the feeling you're sort of like you're holding the tea that Lyra made, but your hands are getting cold. And you're starting to get the feeling that you might be going back to sleep for a while.
Okay. Hey, Scale Boy.
What?
Scale Boy. Hey.
Who? Because you can't be talking about me.
Tell that you doofus. Listen. Tell him that I need to speak to him.
Well, that's why I'm calling.
No, I'm gonna be gone soon. It's like I can't do it right now. But tell him to tell her to find me. I need to know where I am.
You're in Neo-Radami.
We'll find you. Barkley looks at you, surprisingly very serious, and he just looks right at you. We'll find you.
She nods and like, yeah.
Just like.
And she like blinks back into like the whites of her eyes turning back to like from green to white. Guys, what are you doing in my apartment?
Yeah, Sammi, you're surrounded by all your friends. You don't feel drunk anymore. You feel exhausted and maybe want to puke. But there's tea in front of you, and Bork is on top of you, and his tail is wagging right now.
Oh, tea! Yay!
Welcome back, Sammi. Suffice it to say, you put a new definition on blackout drunk.
We've come together because you have a problem.
I feel like that is a great line to end the episode on.
Oh crap! I'm gonna be on hold for 2 weeks.
See,
I mean, Henshin HQ, man, they don't fuck around.
They're just playing all the Power Ranger themes in
Yes.
a row, but on
Yes.
loop for 2
Yes.
weeks. As I'm just,
Oh, that sounds amazing. I don't know.
but it's like really low quality and bad
Oh,
No.
because you're on hold, so of course the audio quality is poop.
that's true.
God, I
It's just
can't.
Operation Overdrive over and over again until you die.
I just had a thought because I'm like, it'd be like if they played. It's like all of the companies that I'm on hold with play Mozart, and then I'm like, but that would be Hertz's music. I mean, that's the equivalent. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So he's listening to like a Muzak rendition of "In the Trunk," or
I'm glad both of you knew I was about to say it's something like riding in the trunk.
It's a classic tune, you guys.
like Bark is just like his head's bobbing along. He's like tapping, and he doesn't know the words. He's just kind of making it up as he goes.
Well, I'm a skeleton, so I probably would have a bobblehead.
One of these days, I'm just gonna like try and chuck like a D20 inside of one of his eye sockets and just let him go.
I will say, so last bit before we end, as you guys are sort of figuring out what is going on, Lyra, you hear a beep from your phone, and when you look over, you see an email notification from a savfrognt@gmail.com.
Z-mail, nice.
Can I open it, or does that have to wait until next week?
I'm gonna say that one can wait until next week.
Okay.
But if you want, I can send it to you afterwards so that you know and are prepared for it.
Okay, that would be nice.
Is it like slow motion, like you're taking way too long, like person wouldn't take this long, as you're just ominously like going to touch the touch screen to open it?
She would. No. If it's who she thinks it is, she would.
It's like a 90s cartoon where they have like the commercial break part where it's just like dramatic music and everything is just...
Yes. We'll be right back after these commercials.
And then after the commercials, it's like nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
So, we leave off with you guys potentially filling in, Sammi, on some of what you learned from the Lunar Night. And a strange email waiting for Lyra.
Hey.
So excited. Any plugs?
Yes. On Sundays, we have Dungeon Academy, where I play the equally dramatic and equally cute Whaley Starvit, and with my friend Callie, and we are going on adventures and probably heading to Sigil at some point. So.
Oh well, right now there's a lich, so I don't know about that.
Are you still on the Spelljammer?
Yes, we're on the Spelljammer fighting a lich that killed Lilia, and now she's back for revenge.
Dun, 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 dun.
After making a pit stop Yami's room.
Ooh. Okay.
I have to share this. Vex just put into the Discord chat that apparently they can hear me laughing through Kevin's call upstairs.
Nice.
Listen, tell her that we're having a great old time without her, and she can go suck it.
Retroverse can break all barriers.
It's true.
So,
No such thing as the fourth wall.
No.
No,
Okay.
It's 12-sided wall.
So going around, Reese, you got anything?
Nope. Just follow me on Twitter.
Okay. Lluis, what about you?
Yeah, like always, follow me on Twitter. I got a Patreon. Just check me out on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, crazy stuff.
You know, thick elves and barbarian onis and cool stuff like that.
The good stuff. Also, I draw kaijus and dragons. Everyone forgets about the dragons.
The dragons.
And then they kill you.
Yes.
I mean,
in fairness, I would like to see
dragons,
some...
thick oni girls.
But
I mean,
I bring you both. I'm amazing. So follow
I
me.
know.
And we love them equally, honestly.
My bisexual dreams are all coming true.
What's the name of the one that has like the big claw wing things? What was that again?
Punch dragon?
Is that the punch dragon?
The fist dragon? Is it the fist dragon? Something?
Fist dragon, I think was the name.
Excellent.
It didn't have wings, it just had another big set of fuck you arms.
Yeah. It has a sword tail.
Oh
Fly
yeah, that's
Sword
right.
tail was really, really badass. I did like that part.
Good.
Yeah,
And then I just want to cast. I wanted to cast fly on it anyway, just to extra fuck you. You know, like ride that into battle.
Oh,
I think it just runs at 80 feet or something.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
real fast.
Right.
But we are making Retroverse Kaiju now, so that's exciting.
It just puts all of its claws out like this. Someone casts fly on it, and it just spins.
I'm looking forward to.
Stop
we may-
giving cat ideas.
We may make it that
Talk about
it grabs into the clouds with these gigantic hands and just flies like jumping from cloud to cloud or something like
Like
that.
brachiating, like a fucking gibbon or something.
I love it. But cool dragon concepts in that on your Patreon, right? Some of them, anyway.
No, I mean, that's in the Retroverse.
God, can you imagine those things just like flinging themselves miles at a time through a cumulonimbus field?
this. I love
So,
it.
Callie, have you
That's
got anything?
majestic as fuck.
Follow me on Twitter.
Yay!
Yay.
I'm around. Oh.
Draw artwork, right?
Like your microphone.
Can you please draw Lyra being absolutely slammed?
I'm planning on it.
oh, I just imagine art of like Sammi holding Lyra and Lyra asleep.
Yeah.
Also, please God, somebody has to sketch Bark in like the biggest, frilliest apron ever.
Yes.
Absolutely. And also expect some crying Sammys in the near future. Because that's what I do.
I know, you hurt me. Jesse, you got anything?
Sunday, this channel, in the AM, we're doing our Waterdeep game, although it's now some kind of a fucking dungeon crawl.
It's
Or
the
something.
carnival, so
Oh, right, it's the carnival now.
yeah, we are
Fucking
maybe gonna go fight some hawk domain lord. We'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Waterdeep got weird since the last time I was
Yeah, that game really went off the rails.
See, here's what happened. It was like, oh, hey, we're doing Waterdeep, Dragon Heist. Oh, this is cool, right? And then Kevin's like, but second edition. We're like, but Kevin. And he's like, but second edition, then. So now we're in second edition with Ravenloft with IV rules.
Oh boy.
Fun times.
Scotty, you got anything?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter. Coming out with some crazy fish stuff. I think up next for the DM's Guild, I have decided between the Liminals, the Merfolk, or the Sahuagin as the next player race options. They're all going to come out eventually, just which one to prioritize.
The liminals are what?
They're half mermen.
Right.
They're half mermen essentially. Think like Creature of the Black Lagoon, but ice.
Hold on. What is a half merman? Is it only one fishy tail, like on the foot, like one footy?
Well, that's why you got to download the supplement and find out.
I just might.
And then tomorrow on this channel, we'll be continuing our adventures of Tranquil Sea, where there's about 6 or 7 different directions they could go, and they aren't being specific on which way they want to go. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
I told you. I gave you my vote. I can't help the fact
Yeah, let's
that...
go to Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, Lathan Isles, Tranquil
Okay,
Sea.
that's
Port
not
Arthur.
a thing I did. I said this one or that one, but we'll find out tomorrow. I'm real excited. I can't wait.
Wow, it's almost like it's hard to make a game when your players don't give you anything.
No, they gave me directions, just too many. The opposite.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys.
It's like when you tell them to go to the ocean for months and they're only doing it in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's all.
So I guess
Anyway.
tomorrow 7 p.m. Trackless Sea. But next Friday will be Corruption Game. I have no idea what you guys are doing.
Neither do we.
Something lame.
And next Saturday is Saltmarsh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys then.
Found our fighter again. That'll be fun. Get to do Lluis' impression. Bye, everybody.
Bye.